Hey guys, DG here, and I'm finally making another Search and Destroy Rush Routes video. Aren't you happy? I hope you are. And really quick now, I'm going to get into why I made this the logo. It's pretty obvious. These are the staples for the class that you're going to need to rush in Search and Destroy. You're going to need the jammer and need flashbangs. For sure, 100%, you need those two. You'll see why later. I've got tons of reasons why. The other things, Ninja and Lightweight, they are recommendations. I know some of you are going to want to use Marathon because you're going to be able to rush faster, but then once you get into their spawn, you're going to get screwed because you're so loud and obnoxious that people are going to kill you. The only reason I would use Marathon over Ninja is if I'd played the other team and then we play them again. I know they're garbage. Use Marathon. Okay. Otherwise, Ninja is probably smarter. Maybe you want to make a class one with each. See what you do better with, whatever. I recommend Ninja. You can use Marathon, though, if you really feel like it's necessary. The other one, Lightweight, that's also a recommendation. I'm not saying you have to, but it's smart. I prefer Flak Jacket just because there are way too many explosives in this game, and I'm really used to not dying to them because I always use Flak Jacket, so, whatever. If you don't want to use Lightweight, don't. It's fine. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully everyone's going to learn something from it, because this video has actually taken me like good 10 hours to put together, so yeah. Alright, we need to get off of this picture and into the video and the other pictures that actually, they may not look awesome, but I tried really hard to make them as clean as possible, and they took me a really long time, so I hope you enjoy them. I've also got video. Let's go. I figured I'd just get into what the safe zone is for this side. Basically, you're going to be spawning at the bottom left. The green is the safe area. So once you get to the edge of that safe area, basically what this is showing is once you get to the edge of that, that's when you need to start paying attention. You need to look at the 6 red dots, depending on where you are, of course. You don't have to look at all 6 of them. Depending on where you are, most places have 2 spots that you really need to be paying attention to. That's where the enemies are going to be. They can't be past those red dots by the time you get to the edge of the green zone. Alright, you get what I'm saying? Those are the sight lines, and you really need to pay attention to those. I'm going to get more in depth with these later on in the video. Alright, so here are the actual routes. I'm not going to tell you what the top picture is about yet. Do not get overwhelmed. It's really not that confusing. I tried to color code it so I can clearly tell you which route I'm talking about. So first of all, I'm going to be a legend for a second and tell you that the black dots are basically, like I said, the safe zone, the edge of the safe zone, right where you need to maybe stop for a couple seconds and check out the situation, see if there's anybody around you, because if you don't do that and you just run in like an idiot, you're going to die. So let's start with the left one, the red route on the bottom picture. Very clear. The red route. So you run, you go through the building, come out the building. Now, once you get to where that black dot is on the red route, you need to turn to the right and check to see if anybody is either coming out of the bottom of that building or the top of that building. Okay? Really quick. You can't stand there forever, though. You gotta look, see if there's anybody, maybe throw a flashbang, stop them. If there's anybody coming out of the bottom, try to shoot them. Do not engage in a battle with somebody on the front. If there's somebody up there and you can't get them, just run away. That route's not working. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. Now, I'm going to show you another picture right now. This shows you where you should be putting the jammer, alright? The one on the left, of course. The black dot is where you put it. The green area is all the stuff that's jamming. You're jamming A, and you're jamming the back that people are most likely going to be already be camping, alright? So that helps a lot. Now, back to the other picture. These orange dots here, those are flashbang spots, like I said, the one at the big building there. Then there's one at the left. You want to try to throw a flashbang like over the house or something back into that doorway, and you should be able to shut things up. Then you run in there, and once you get in there, you can basically do whatever you want, alright? You can stay there, try to push them back. Enough's enough. So now let me talk about the top picture for a second. Now, you'll see there's 4 numbers. Basically, the yellow dots are the places that if somebody from each side runs on the same path, that's where they're going to meet. All right, so you can get really far up the left side, as opposed to the right side. You're pretty far back, right? And the number is the amount of seconds it takes to get there marathon lightweight. So that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Now let me show you a video of it. Alright, here's a really simple video. Obviously you're watching Nero there down at the bottom. We both started at the same time. I had to sped up, of course. And that is where you will end up passing each other. That is the middle point of that rush route. Alright, let's get into the blue route now. First I'm going to show you top down. This is where two people would meet if they're the same speed and just rush straight in, going the same way, of course. You'd be able to get to the other side of the fountain, actually, by the time they get there. That's where the yellow dot is. 11 seconds, decent timing. But really, if you're going to take this route, you follow that blue line, you get to the black dot there where it sprouts off into the pink. That's basically where you need to make a decision. Are you going to go to the right, or are you going to go straight? If you go straight, you're only going to go straight if you can see past the fountain and if you notice that there's nobody over there, right? If there is, chances are they're not going to see you, because especially if they're in the bottom. They can't see you if they're in the bottom. They might if they're in the top. So you need to throw a flashbang and then sit behind the fountain. Hopefully they don't see you. And then as they try to pass around you, you should be able to pick them off from the left and right. And also watch the side where that pink is going to. Alright, now I'll just show like the top-down view of what it would look like if two people run along the same path on that pink path right there. So we got these two guys, and they're running. You're gonna cross paths right about there. So if you really think you want to go that way, you're gonna have to throw a flashbang over that wall. Just saying. Alright, let's talk about the purple path now, which can either stem off of the blue one or the yellow one. It depends on which way you go. Alright, they both end up in the same spot at the same time, but one of them is smarter. The one coming off the blue one is smarter because, as you'll see at the first black dot of the purple line, which looks blue because of the shadow, but ignore that, it's purple. The first dot, that's where you're going to examine the situation, look up in the window, look at the door. You at least have cover and you can back out of there. If you go from the yellow path, you're standing there in the open, okay? That's not smart. But it's possible. Basically, you're following the yellow path and then you change your mind and you go the purple way because you see that there's nobody out there and you want to get there faster. So there's also an extra little black dot there because there is this wagon thing that you could sit behind and then look up at the window. You want to be safe. You take 2 stops, make sure nobody's coming, and then go to the bottom. Now let me show you the top-down view of how these two come together. Okay, so they both start at the same time. They run, and you'll see how we both basically get there at the same time, but I'm coming in at an angle, and I'm not just running out in the open. As you're about to see, running out in the open, they can see you like 5 seconds before you even get there. Like, they're out in the open before you are. They have an advantage. So coming from the side is a lot smarter. Alright, so now I'm just going to show you a first-person view of somebody defending, just a regular sniper. He doesn't have marathon, doesn't have lightweight. He can still get up here in time to see you if you're coming from this direct path. So if you're going to do that, you really need to be pre-throw a flashbang up there no matter what, and down in the bottom. You're still probably not going to make it. Alright, now we're down to the last 2 paths, the actual yellow path that doesn't split off into purple, and the bottom green path. They both end up going to the right side. You're basically attacking B. And there's a big gate there that are going to have a lot of enemies, so let's just see top down where you're going to meet an enemy if you both rush at the same speed. So we got the yellow path here. You'll see how you can get there faster, but it's definitely more dangerous trying to run through that other part like I showed you before, trying to run through that original door. This one is technically safer. It'll take longer, but you have a lot more cover because there's like that huge wall right there, and you can just sit behind that, throw a flashbang over the car, and basically, yeah, you can clear the area a lot safer. It just takes longer. Really quickly here, I want to point out that there's a very good jammer spot on this side too. You run either way, whatever way you go, whatever path you take, you're going to end up over there by the right huge green circle, and you're gonna throw a flashbang, just roll it through that door, stop them all from coming through. Most likely you'll get there before anybody gets through. If not, try to take them out, then throw the flashbang, put the jammer in the corner, you'll cover B, cover all that area behind the fence, throw another flashbang, run in, do whatever you need to do. That's a great spot. Alright, now I've just got 2 clips here of me rushing the right side. I don't have marathon, I don't even have lightweight. I have ninja flak jacket, like I said, that's the class I love. I don't know why I just shot, but you'll see what I mean here. You got cover there if there's anybody there, first of all. You chuck the flashbang. If you get a hit marker, throw another one. Take a little bit of cover maybe. They're all flashed. You run in there for a second. Don't stay for too long. I figured that guy was reloading, so I took the shot. You know, you don't have to run in there. You can back up, whatever. Go help somebody else. Or you can take the path that I take this way and go plant the bomb. See, I took the bomb, so I wanted to do something with it. I'm not just gonna rush over there and then back up. This time I had to do something different. This is a good frag spot because people tend to run up there and hide behind that door, so I was checking. Nobody there. There is somebody hiding behind that staircase there, so I take him out. And then I see my teammate shooting back there randomly, so I'm like, okay, he's not shooting randomly, he's shooting at somebody. Shoot and get a random clado. You never know where people are going to be hiding. You got to play it by ear, but those are typically 2 really good paths. As long as you're throwing flashbangs, stuns are not going to work. They're still going to be able to see you coming through the doorway. That's stupid. You need to have flashbangs, and I didn't put a jammer down here because I wasn't using it at that point. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those. Alright guys, that is it. I'm finally done this video, and what, like 12 hours later? Holy crap. I really hope you enjoyed it because this is definitely the video that I've put the most effort into ever. And I actually like how it came out. And I want you guys to like the video, maybe share it. Hopefully I'm going to get Flexus to somehow show his subs, because that's really half the reason why I'm trying to do this. Is I want him to realize that I care about search and destroy. Yeah, please like, comment. Oh, I really want you to comment. Tell me what I did wrong, what I did right, etc. Alright? So I was gonna do the defensive side of this map, or like every map, but I'm deciding, you know, that's silly. I'm not gonna tell people to rush on defense. You're not really, you shouldn't do it. I do it just because I'm stupid and I want to get random kills, but you can't really explain it tactically because you're basically running in there with your head cut off trying to get a couple kills. That's all it is. So I'm not going to do that. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See ya!